using his feet. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Using his legs, it's Cook. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. The Mountaineers come to the line in the hurry-up. Michael Hawkins looking for an open area to his left. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
Songo Politelli unloads to the wideout. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
And just an awesome job by that defender on that play. Great awareness, and he had his eyes on the quarterback, so he saw the ball thrown, and as such, he was able to go and swat it away.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Here's a little room there. Ripping through the defense. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different, and now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return as the coverage unit right on top of him. Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it, be aggressive. The problem is,
shakes a man, and he might take off. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. They go play action with Hawkins. He'll get rid of it. With the catch, it's Brave. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
and this is the kind of quarterback I want to build my offense around. I mean, guys that can scoot, extend plays. It makes the offensive line better, wide receivers better when you can do things like this and get completions down the field.
Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Got enough for the first. Might have a chance. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, West Virginia.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And the extra point was good. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Golden Bear offense ready to start this drive. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
JKS fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Hendricks. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
After giving up that big shot defensively, how confident are you calling that coverage again? You're now on your own end of the field, and now your backs are against the wall.
They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Wants to go right back downfield. That's caught. It's Hendricks. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Tonga Politelli, play action. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Golden Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Jaron Kiave Songobolatelli. He wants it all. Touchdown, Cal. He got it right inside the pylon.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Fires to the middle. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already.
Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Fielded in the end zone. It's Epps. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Gonna run it. It's Cook. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. And the Mountaineers moving quickly to the line. Keep it on the ground. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
And that's the second time today, man. Like, you see, it looks like he's going in fast forward. He's got some jets, man. This guy can really, really move. This offense does such a nice job of finding creative ways to get him the football. And we've already seen it today. A couple of explosive plays, and they're going to continue to feature this young man.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Look out, he's got room. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looks as if he's going to run it. Maybe a crease. He's inside the 40, the 20. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these design quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground. And in the open field, he's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Makes the catch. It's Hendricks. Racing down the left side. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Cal! He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Michael Hawkins on the play action. Makes a catch. He breaks a tackle. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Calls his own number.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. The Mountaineers want to crank the tempo. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Maybe some room here. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. The run inside. It's Cook. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. They go play action with Hawkins. Dances away. He'll pull it down. Plows through the defense. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical 4th down and execute.
And the Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. West Virginia uses a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Michael Hawkins on the play action. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Looking down the middle. Caught. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4. The Mountaineers call a timeout. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down. 3rd and final timeout call by West Virginia. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. 3rd and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. Looking for the score. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, You want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
Here comes the heat. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Man, textbook how you end a first half. You're trailing. You need to put a drive together. Great job using all of the clock, getting the TD, and you want to talk about creating some momentum going into the half and knowing I get the football, so everything trending in the right direction.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Throwing Sangapolatelli. Looking left. It's caught downfield. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
Well, one of the reasons you go for vertical is because you know you've got dudes that can stretch the field. This guy is one of the fastest receivers in college football, so I love the play call, taking advantage of that speed to go make a big play.
Rolling, throwing, looking right. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. The Mountaineers will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Cal's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. Sangapolatelli. Grabbed in the middle. It's Thomas. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Hendricks. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Sangapolatelli from the gun on third down. Grabs it in the middle. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Again, it's Sangapolatelli. Fires into the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players, and quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his second touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
He'll bring it out. It's Epps. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. They go play action with Hawkins. Now rolling to the left. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Throwing, Hawkins. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Quarterback will keep it. Finding some room. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Now on the move. Turning it on. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And in these situations, you're never looked at poorly, right? You can go for these situations because it's a really long field goal, so it's not a guaranteed make, or I can be aggressive offensively, and I like the choice. Be aggressive, get the 1st down. Nice job by the offense.
And the Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. Looking for room, it's Cook. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
And after run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up. Defense has to be ready.
Steps away. He's going to run it. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. The Mountaineers headed quickly to the line. Hawkins. Oh, they're after him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.